let's have some fun. I'll meet you there. I'll meet you in the outdoors.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to the DG Outdoors channel. Guys, in today's video, I have a review on the mini black bear archery target that I got from Amazon, guys. Let's get into it. This should be a fun video. Alright guys, so like I said, I got this mini black bear archery target from Amazon for $108, okay? It's the cheapest black bear archery target I could find. Okay, this is by a company called MS Jumper Archery. They have all kinds of stuff on their website. They've got pheasants and turkeys and rabbits and squirrels and all kinds of stuff that you guys can find there on Amazon for them for decent prices. Normally around that $66 to $100 mark. So this was $108, okay? The reason I wanted to get a black bear archery target was in honor of my grandfather who passed away of cancer in 2022. He was from Maine, so I figured I needed to get a black bear target in honor of him. And I've always wanted to have a black bear target ever since I started building my archery range. This was one of my dream targets. And now I've got this little guy right here. Now, he does have a replaceable core, okay? And I'll pull the core out and show it to you guys here in a second. But there's 4 targets right here, okay? And on the back, there's 4 targets. Now, this guy measures 16 inches tall, okay? It does come with 2 screw-in ground stakes, okay, that go right here on the bottom. As you guys can tell, they are, you know, there's hardware here to screw in the stakes into, which is really, really nice. So I'm going to set this thing down, show the target up close and talk about what I like and what I don't like. There are a few things cosmetically about this target that I don't like, and we'll get into that. Alright guys, so I'm going to get some measurements for you guys of this mini black bear target. To start out with, I said he was 16 inches tall, and it is closer to 17 inches as far as width here. Okay, he is about 13 inches wide from what I can tell. And from the deepest part of him, you're looking like about 8 inches across, it looks like, at the widest point. Now, there is a removable core here. Okay, and I'm going to show you guys that it has a removable core. If I can pull it all the way out here. Okay, here is the little removable core with your scoring rings on it. Okay, right here, here's what it looks like. Here's the cavity. So the core doesn't go all the way through the target, which is okay. Alright, shove it back in here. Alright, now this is supposed to be self-healing foam, okay? It is a very soft style foam. And here is a look at the back of the target with the other 4 scoring rings on it. And so let me bring you guys up close and personal with this target and talk about the few things that I don't necessarily care for, but that doesn't mean that the target won't perform. Here's a nice up close look at the mini black bear target. One thing that stands out to me right here is the ear of the black bear. You can kind of see where it got melted in the mold process. But if you look at the core itself, okay, it's pushed as far in as I can get it right here. And it's just cut weird, like it's melted right here. It's not flush up against the target itself. And I can fix that if I wanted to sand it down. Another thing is right here, it's melted. You know, maybe a soldering iron touched it or something. It could be, that's what I'm thinking, but maybe not. And it's not exactly cut the best, but that's okay, right? Or all the way around here on the seam, you can see where it's just not cut flush. Now, is that a big issue? No. Okay. The seam up here also, if that's a big deal to you, you could actually sand it down. Isn't exactly, you know, the most flush seam, but I really do love the detail in the face of the black bear. Alright, so one of the concerns I have with this black bear target is the insert gonna stay in the target when I pull the arrows out? I'm not exactly sure. It was a little hard to get out when I was trying to show you guys the insert itself, but when I go over here and shoot it, we'll see. If it doesn't stay in there, I've got some construction grade Loctite adhesive that I'm going to squeeze in here and get this thing glued in permanently. Now, this does come with a removable core, as you guys saw. I don't know if they make specific replacement cores for this target. I hadn't seen any on Amazon. I'm not sure. Maybe I could message the company and find out. But right now, I don't even know if they make one. But all I know is, like I showed you guys, the core is removable on this one side. Now, another thing. This target says to be rated for a compound bow and a recurve. It didn't say anything about a crossbow, but I will be shooting a crossbow at this target. Okay, so let's take it down to the archery range and take some shots at this mini black bear target, guys. I'm excited. So here's a look at these little spikes that come with it that screw in the bottom of our target. And like I said, they just screw in real easy, just like that. Okay, just like this, and there's two of them. And there you go. Now she's ready to be put down there at the target range. All right, guys, here's the mini black bear target out at the range at the 15-yard mark. I repurposed that Morel yellow jacket target back there. I spray painted it gray, and it's like he's standing in front of a limestone rock or cliff or something. I was going to put the bear on top of it to get more height, but I think this is how I'm going to do it now, and that's how I repurposed the Morel target block, and I think it works good. He looks pretty cool out here. So we are now back at the 15-yard mark here. Here's what the mini black bear target looks like. Pretty cool out there looking. I like how it stands out in front of that gray so you can easily see him pretty well. Let me go grab my bow and my crossbow. Alright guys, so I have my 42-pound SAS Scorpy compound bow. Okay, we're gonna shoot this first. Go down and check penetration. I want to see if it stops the arrow, if the arrow goes all the way through the target, how easy it is to pull the arrow out of the target, and if the insert stays in the target of the mini black bear archery target. So let's take one shot and see if I can hit it at 15 yards. I hit it. I don't know how good I hit it, but I hit it. That wasn't the greatest shot, but I did hit it in the insert right there on the edge. The arrow did not pass through the target. That's a good thing. Okay. Now let's see how easy it is to pull the arrow from the target and if the insert's going to stay in there. All right, y'all. So now I'm going to try to take the arrow out of the target. It comes out fairly easy. Now it did claim that it was self-healing. Let's see if that's true. That's where I hit it. Within 30 seconds it healed back up. That's pretty cool. Awesome. All right, y'all. So now I've got my XR250B recurve crossbow out here. This target wasn't advertised on Amazon to be able to be shot at with the crossbow, but I just want to see what happens, and so here we go. Take it off safety. I'm gonna aim for the center dot of that bear and see what happens. Boom! I smoked it dead center of that bear. I can't wait to get up here and show you guys this shot. All right, guys, so here's where I hit the bear with the crossbow. I nailed dead center of that insert there. Not exactly on a dot, but still a good shot right there. And if we look, guys, look. It didn't go through the target at all. It stopped a 250 feet per second crossbow. That's awesome. Now, I will say, like I said in my groundhog video, if you're shooting 400 feet a second, this thing probably won't stop it. But for my slow crossbow, it did awesome. All right, guys, let's see how easy it is to pull a crossbow bolt out of here. Super easy. Well, the insert started to slide out, even though I have my hand right here. So I'm gonna glue that in here right after this video. But other than that, it pulled out real easy. In 30 seconds, guys, look, that's where the hole was right there. It looks just like a little blemish line in the target. That's pretty cool. All right, guys, so what are my final thoughts here on the MS Jumper mini archery target from Amazon, the Black Bear? This thing is sweet, okay? It stopped the compound bow arrow like I said it was going to. It didn't have a pass-through. It stopped a crossbow bolt, which it never advertised on Amazon to do so. It said traditional and compound bows only, so I tested that. There are a few imperfections. You know, I don't like the way that the insert isn't cut flush with the hole. Just little minute things, you know, that bug me. But other than that, it's okay. I'm gonna have to glue the insert in because it was slipping out whenever I went to pull the crossbow bolt out. It kind of slipped a hair when I pulled the compound bow arrow out, but not that bad. But other than that, this thing is awesome, okay? Now, I will say, if you guys are gonna order this, it's gonna take about a month to get it, because I bought one of the last two in stock, and from looking at it now, you'll still have till like the end of August or something, I think. I can't exactly remember, but either way, this is an awesome little target. It adds some diversity to the range, you know, having a mini target like this. No bigger than my groundhog or my board target, or maybe even that little strutting turkey over there. But either way, I like the fact that I spray painted the block gray to kind of show up behind the target. It looked like he's guarding his little limestone rock here, or maybe that's where his den's at or something. But yeah, I wanted to get an archery target in honor of my grandfather who passed away of cancer, and that's exactly what I did, and I'm extremely happy. This thing performed way better than what I thought it would. So guys, it's getting dark out here. I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video and review. And y'all remember, like, comment, subscribe. Remember, Jesus loves you. Remember to push. Pray until something happens, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, we ended up those, let's have some fun. Bang, we ended up those, let's have some fun. Grab your gun, grab your bow, grab your fishing pole, let's go, let's have some fun. I'll meet you there.